NFC.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
We're live.
What's that going for?
We're live, gentlemen.
I bought it for
Here's the
1
thing.
Ethereum.
Really?
Yeah, see.
I like that. That's pretty good.
That's like the book I just read.
What was the book you just read?
Well, I mean, I didn't just. I finished it a little while ago. That sort of Kagen is based in that. Nice.
Just a second. I just gotta share this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you make that banner at the bottom bigger. Not sure.
I gotta do this. Yeah, I'm not for sure either. I'm a little bummed out by that. That. And then we're gonna go. I've got breaking news today, gentlemen, too, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty big fucking deal. We've been yeah, I'll just save it. I'll save it till after the intro. I know you're dying to find out. All right. I think I'm shared to everything. Phone on vibrate. Are we ready?
Yeah, just
Are
put
you live
on
on
vibrate right now.
TikTok?
I'm not live on TikTok. Got to figure that out next week. Busy.
That's so weird. I can see us on Facebook.
Can you?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
all right.
it's live. I can
All
see
right,
us.
we're
I
live.
got a notification.
Did you share it?
Yeah.
No, I already closed out of it because then my phone's gonna blow up a million times.
So he wants to be able to smoke his vape.
I put it on there so I can interact on the chat.
Don't tell people that. We're live. Let them think it's someone else. The troll.
How come I can't respond to comments? StreamYard live viewers can comment on the show. Why can't I?
I think you can respond on Facebook or on your on YouTube. But,
yeah,
you can't respond.
Yeah, that's how I did it last time.
Okay.
Gentlemen, 5 seconds of silence. Just trying to, be dramatic for the live show, but whatever.
This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Citizens are advised to take the following steps. If exposed, remove the emergency broadcast.
That didn't go as planned.
It's gone.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He said crash or something.
Oh God, what a poor son.
He's such a tool.
God, this poor bastard. He can't. We've been doing this for how long?
Yeah, right? Our last live show went by great, guys. We thought we did a great job.
Yeah,
Did we? Yeah, all our computers work.
yeah, and then he starts.
It's
the
that
intro
Iowa or South Dakota internet he's got.
God, we need to get him a sponsor for what is that? The Starlink. That's what he needs.
Broadcasting live from a German-made microphone deep within the bunker of a multifamily duplex. I am Jamal. You guys, I heard you talking shit that whole time.
Oh, you were not in the thing.
You weren't in the
I
chat,
went,
bud.
to release my glorious face for live TV, and yeah,
That Starlink
That fell by
internet
accident.
is really good. I've heard.
Yeah, I've
I'm
heard
on the
it's
waiting
great.
list.
I'm using.
I was on the waiting
Here's
list
to-
and I got an offer, but I didn't. I know a guy that works at Tesla, and he was like, "Nah, don't get it. It's meant for people who live in rural bumfuck nowhere."
All right, don't you dare. There's no bum fucking going on. Unless
Well, I mean, supposedly it's really good, but a lot of people have been bypassing and going getting the camper version, like that you can take, I guess, mobily, and it works really good
Oh.
too.
I only know of
Yeah.
one. I didn't know they had like two different options.
Yeah. Well, hell, they've got 3. I think the business one is like $500 a month. And, yeah, and it's supposed to be like.
There's not that much traffic on it yet, so like, yeah, the bandwidth's just awesome because
It's
like there's
great.
there's 15 users right now, so it's
Yep.
just like
Yeah.
information.
I think even the camper mod puts out like 1 gig, so or whatever
Jesus.
the
You guys are almost too young to really remember the good old days of like trying to download shit when the internet first came out.
I am not. Too
No, I
young.
had LimeWire. Come on,
I
bro.
had to
Yeah,
do
you are.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had AOL.
I heard it.
mean,
I heard the screech.
yeah.
The screech of processing.
You remember having to wait to like download a game or like a game or a movie or something, and it would take like you'd be done. Like your computer couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
It'd take 2 or 3 hours. You just okay, I'm gonna go to work or
I really
go
had
here.
fun.
Cool.
Like you
Explaining
couldn't
to-
sneak on the internet, like yeah.
Yeah,
My mom would be like, "No internet tonight," and you'd try to get on, and and it'd be in like part of the living room, and you'd hear. And then
Well,
you'd get
shit,
lost
because back then
the
you
internet
couldn't
would
be
on.
you couldn't be on the internet and the phone at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like get off the internet and you make a phone call,
Aunt
Or they
Meredith
just-
is gonna call.
or they just pick it up and then you get kicked
Yeah.
off.
You get it.
I ended up having to explain to my kids that like wireless internet isn't really. I mean, it used to not be that way. You used to actually have to plug shit into the wall.
Yeah.
You had to plug it into the computer. They're like, what's a CD
speaking
ROM?
of,
I'm like, "It's like the shape of a DVD.
All right, there's enough of this boomer talk. All right, we get it. It was rough.
Boomer talk.
Rough.
I'm Gen
All
X,
right.
bud.
Oh my lord, on the
Same
edge.
thing.
On the edge.
Right on the edge.
You are not. You are a millennial.
Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
Oh,
not.
I was born in
80s
'78.
baby. 80s baby. I'm
You're
right there on the
88.
edge. I'm
Yeah,
right
you're
on the
Oh,
88.
that's millennial. That's
Right.
millennial.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I think
You're
they
a
say
millennial,
82.
no,
I think
no, I've argued this before. I'm right on the
Yes,
cusp.
once again.
I grew up in the 80s. It might have been a whole 2 years,
did
but
not
I grew up
grow
in
up
the
in
80s.
That's like me saying I grew up in the 80s and I was born in 89.
See, you had like a
You got
half year.
solid year.
Yeah.
Solid year there, man.
You know what?
It says-
I self-identify as a Gen Xer. Leave me
I
alone.
just-
April
I
to
just Googled it,
December. I
bud.
really lived it up.
I
Been
just
in San
Googled
Diego.
it. 1981 to 1996 is considered millennial.
Fuck you.
Yep.
I'm serious.
All right.
Give me a screen share.
All right. No, I don't need to see this.
You need to see. What
I don't
he's on.
associate with millennial. I associate.
Yeah,
with
it's
Gen
fine.
X.
You. It's okay to be a millennial.
Let me use the proper verbiage.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We got
Everything's wrong with it.
Yeah, okay. All right. We got huge news. All right. Our video last week got taken down by, as I was informed by the YouTube officials, the Disney Corporation
Yes.
No
Is that your news?
way.
filed a copyright claim against our video.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. No, I'm
You're
serious.
fucking 100% true.
It,
No,
yes, I got an email from YouTube saying my video had been taken down because it was being challenged for copyright use by the Disney Corporation. Almost immediately after you know what I did? I wrote them a very nice email. Citing the Fair Use Act from 1976, and then proceeded to show the clip of us talking all over it's because we showed the skeletons clip.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that we were providing useful content, and it was immediately restored. So Big win.
You won.
big win.
Wow.
Where's
Big
the
win.
crowd
Yeah.
cheering in the background? Where's the crowd cheering in the
Right?
background? Come on.
Wait, what? Yeah,
He's
there
all.
it is.
He's,
There it is. Big win for us, guys. Thank you. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Can we lose that?
Corey's
One more
like, may I approach the bench?
One more time. Definitely.
You should reach out to Amber Heard. She could use a W. Man, that girl taking L's
man.
left and right. You know?
We do have some bad news, however.
What is the bad news?
So, as you know, I have marketed far and wide this podcast through about just every porta-john I could. And every porta-john, because, I do construction for a day job. And so I put just a very respectful fanofacts.com on every porta-john. Well, it turns out when you move back to a small town, well, anyway, what happened was Monday, the general contractor for the house I was building called all the
Oh, no.
electricians. And he's like, gentlemen, there has been vandalism going on at these porta-johns.
Oh, no.
They don't
been
play.
writing. They have been writing. Here, let me pull out my phone. I'll see what they were. Phantomfacts.com on every one of these porta-johns.
Oops.
Uh,
And
I
you
was
were
like,
very innocent.
He's
was
like,
me.
my cousin Sue's got to clean those things, and you can't be writing stuff on
I
them.
spent all morning trying to track down. The worst part was he called my boss first. And my boss goes, well, it was probably the HVAC guys. They're losers. But this has provided me with an idea for our Patreon subscribers. I'll need Devin's help looking into this. But if you subscribe to $5 a month, you get your own self-marketing kit. And I think we should just get a really nice box that says self-marketing do-it-yourself kit. And we'll just insert 2 Sharpies in each one. And then everyone else can go to their own Porta Johns.
So you're doing a permanent marker?
I think we just no.
Oh,
It's a self-marketing start your own kit.
I was asking if that's what you used.
Oh yeah, I was using my own marker. I was marking
Permanent marker.
Permanent marker, absolutely.
Such a vandal.
What
Such
What
a
about
vandal.
stickers? Stickers would be easier to peel off.
I think
if you
he would
wanna
have been
throw a
more
fit.
upset. Well, the problem is in a small town, the person that owns the Porta Johns knows everyone else. And he's like, what the fuck's going on here, Mark?
Maybe you should go to the website there, bud. Check it out.
That's what I said. I see. Did you check out? I mean, obviously it's the website link. You should probably check it out. But, he was not impressed. He was not impressed. That was a rough Monday start.
How big is this town you live in? Or work
10,000
in?
people. 10,000 people.
You
That's
know, and
not
everything.
small.
Yeah,
I'm
and
surprised
everything
they
was
didn't hand
good.
you a
Pretty small in the
toothbrush and some
construction world.
alcohol.
Say what?
I'm surprised they didn't hand you a toothbrush and some alcohol. Just go scrub all the
Well,
toilets.
he was so
Clean.
shocked. I think he was so shocked I admitted to it that let's face it, I'm a guy that looks like you shouldn't fuck with. So I think he was partially like, oh, it's him.
So it's the guy that owns the shitters. He takes pride in that, huh?
No, it was the general contractor that rents them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that's
easy to
fake.
tell. It's easy to
Small
tell when you're in
town
such a
values.
small town. I mean, all of a
Yeah.
sudden, some new guy rolls in, and all of a sudden, all over every bathroom, phantomfacts.com, phantom facts on every single one. They're like,
you just be
What
thankful
is
it's not
this,
some
Footloose?
picture of something else.
Oh my God,
You-
He can't dance there either. Dance
Yeah,
is
you
illegal.
can't
live
dance,
call here,
there won't be
gentlemen.
no dance.
Let's take this. We got let's see who's on the line here.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right. Hello, welcome to Phantom Facts. This is hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Who's calling? Who's calling in?
No, who's this?
Okay, wrong number. Well, that figures. Our first live phone call is
goes
wrong
You
number.
should have asked
Hey,
his name, bro. You should have been like, hey, man, what's your name?
I did
You
ask
got
him what his
scared.
name was.
Can he hear us when you're talking to him or just you?
Were you guys talking to him?
no, I was quiet.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything else. It's just me.
I heard his
Uh,
voice.
Speaking
just
of a
call
phone
back.
call, yeah. Well, if he's the wrong number, I think so. But we do have a voicemail, so I
was
think
just
we
gonna
should,
say I was waiting to hear IPAs suck.
well, I haven't checked it yet. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
here we go.
We gotta
Answer.
figure out how to do this. Just interrupting. Okay, we gotta be nice. Their guest. Let's see what's-
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
This is so. Hello, welcome to Phantom Facts Society. Who's calling?
Great. Put Nancy on the line right now.
What is your subject? A screener.
Past your nursing homes.
Oh,
That's
okay,
about fucking time, right?
okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's man, we're gonna have to let you go using that type of language. That's too bad.
Oh no!
Too bad.
You can't
Thank you.
ignore everybody.
Can't just be saying.
Oh man.
We do have a voicemail though, so let's play.
I mean,
the
we
voice-
could play the commercial for our sponsors so that people do know like who Past Your Nursing Homes is.
Well, it'd be great if my computer hadn't crashed and I haven't downloaded the clip back yet. So
Oh
I said
wow!
we'll have to leave it for voicemail time, right? We do have a clip for that. Just a second, let me pull it up. It is Curious Mind Line. Wait, is that it?
God, it's so loud.
God damn. Oh yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
It
all right.
is.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
for calling Quantum Park Society. We have reached the careless white line. Please leave message after the tone.
Hey guys, it's me. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I called. I just woke up from a deep sleep that last week's voicemail jingle put me in.
Okay, that's
Anyways,
a shot
just
at
want to
me.
let you know that walking into a bar and ordering an IPA is like going to the bathroom, licking the toilet seat, shitting on the floor, and then wiping your nose. It's fucking stupid. All right, cheers.
Okay. That is,
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to dissect that voicemail for a second. He
Okay.
said walking into a bar, lifting the
Bathroom.
toilet seat,
Yep. Mhm.
bathroom, whatever, and shitting on the floor and wiping your nose.
And then walking out.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Okay.
I mean, come on, let's be real with it. Then you ain't got to sit on that gross toilet or anything like that. You just bend over, drop a loaf really quick, and all right, man, good to go. Back for another round.
I didn't know where to take that after, you know.
You know, why have we started here? I mean, they're focusing on one aspect of the show. We got a roll number calling in. I thought we had more fans than this. We're getting like 50 downloads a day. Where are these people?
Oh,
there we go.
Amazing. Oh,
there he is.
Back. We're good. All right, gentlemen, we got to go into today's subject. First of all, we talked about Walt Disney last week, right?
yes.
Yep.
Walter.
Well, Walter
Elias.
Elias Disney. Now, you remember me bringing up he was a Gnostic Rosicrucian?
No.
No.
What does that even mean? That's a
You're
whole
actually
different
listening
language.
to this
I
stuff.
thought he went. I thought he went into the forest with all those other dudes.
Well, he did go to Bohemian Grove. Most of those guys
Yes.
are Gnostic Rosicrucians, but not all.
We can't assume.
No, so there's evidence, plenty of evidence that Walt Disney was a Gnostic Rosicrucian. His father,
Gnostic. What do you call it?
Gnostic Rosicrucian.
Gnostic Rosticrucian. All right.
Rosicrucianism.
Gnostic Christianity?
Say what?
Is it like Gnostic Christianity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's sort of weird. Like I don't know. When I talk about this, I just sort of imagine Skyrim a little bit because I think of you know how at the very beginning you can pick what class you are, and what are the classes like? Super strong.
God, it's been a minute since I played it, but yeah, you
There was
could,
4 classes.
you could be a mage, right?
A mage was one of them. Yep.
And then you had the brute strong guy, pretty much sword and shield. Then you have your like elven style kind of person, like
right.
ranger, I guess would be more of the, let's say it, like bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's sort of weird because Christianity sort of does that. So like there's different wings of Christianity out there.
Right. Different denominations.
Yeah, different denominations. Well, but so to understand Rosicrucianism, we talked about Aleister Crowley, how he like changed a bunch of magic spells for sex magic back in the early 1900s, which I found out that Barbara Bush might be Aleister Crowley's daughter.
Okay.
No way.
No, I gotta calm down.
It feels like it's deep.
I mean, that would be
really?
so
No.
cool. That'd be
Oh,
so
I'm
cool.
not
You
kidding.
could tie it all in together.
No.
No, it's a huge theory. It's a huge theory.
Papa Bush loved to name everything Barbara too. That's so cool.
Yes, like he was under a spell almost.
Yeah.
Huh? Interesting. Hey, why are you saying no right off the
No.
bat?
It just
You know?
seems too
That's-
no.
You haven't even looked at any evidence.
It's not believable to me.
Why not? Why not? It just
you know
turns
what?
out
You don't
that
have
9 months before 9 months before Barbara Bush was born, her mother, who was married to a very rich CEO of some company or other, had a all trips expense paid to Italy in the same village where Aleister Crowley was practicing sex magic orgies. And 8 months later, she had a baby named Barbara Bush. That's all I'm saying. Or not Barbara Bush. It was whatever her fucking surname was at the beginning. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll have to go down that wormhole some other time. Barbara Bush. But this Gnostic This Gnostic Rosticrucianism keeps popping up all of the time. Aleister Crowley, remember the Hermetic Order of, what was it, the Golden Wings that he was a member of, that they made the Cecil Hotel an exact replica of where that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Gnostic Rosicrucianism. Well, based off of it, he took it to he moved it strictly to sex magic. But it's like these the whole story is back in the 1600s. A guy by the name of, I think his initials are J.C. Christian, went to Egypt. And oh goddamn, your mic, Devin. Now
He's going to blast somebody. Listen,
yeah,
Beat some ass.
wait, be quiet. Listen for the yell. Listen for it.
oh, there was no like thump or loud scream or anything. It was just silence.
It was instant silence.
That was one of those where Dad comes around the corner and it's just like, oh fuck, we done fucked up.
I was like, really? Come on, man.
All right, look up the so Rosicrucian, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to Google it right now.
I have a first traces of Rosicrucianism, according to Ide Shaw, in 1597.
1590. So I was a little off there. It was the 1500s.
There are rumors about a mysterious alchemist who's going around the continent looking for recruits into society to carry out alchemist researches.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it kind of starts, I guess, right?
Well, and remember, we talked about alchemy in that Aleister Crowley episode. Remember, there's still alchemy places to this day that you can buy stuff online. Like, what was it? What was some of the stuff you could buy online at that website?
Oh,
the frozen tampons, was it? To put in your
that was that witch. That was that witch place. You were supposed to go check it out, Monty. You never did make it up there, did you?
What place? What was it supposed to?
San Diego?
I was reading. What?
Yeah, it was up in LA, wasn't it?
Which place?
Yeah.
No, I think that was the bookstore. Elisa Lamb.
You could buy the blood and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't it like
I don't remember.
Which
use
store?
them as tea bags. Put menstrual blood in your lover's coffee.
Yeah.
That was the whole sex magic thing, though.
Yeah. That's alchemy. That's alchemy.
Yeah. It's a form of alchemy.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not alchemy. As you can't put that as that is alchemy. It's a form of alchemy because that's kind of out there. It's a very far range.
Alchemy. Still part of it. So anyway, a guy by the name of R.C. Christian finds these ancient teaching methods in the Middle East that deal with all this type of stuff, the alchemy. And so anyway, he brings it back to Germany and creates a secret society based on that belief structure known as the Rosicrucian Order.
And in 1614, the first Rosicrucian manifesto, called the Fama Fraternitatis, I don't know how you fucking say that. Fraternitatis, maybe, surfaced in Germany. It's part of a more significant work called the General Reformation of the World. It was followed by a second manifesto a year later.
What? I got a question.
What do they believe then? What's their whole thing?
Well, do you want to hear it from their mouths? Because I feel like we can play, because there's still Rosicrucian orders that are public. So there's a YouTube video. Let me pull it up here. You guys tell me what I'm
trying to understand though. Is it Jewish or what? What is this?
It's like
or
ancient,
is it more like
ancient than that? No, the belief is that it goes back to pre-Egyptian, back to the Akkadian area. So you got to understand, the story of the Noah's flood. Do you remember why the flood happened according to the Bible? Why the flood happened?
Not according to the Bible, no.
Okay, so the story, as it's told, is that these spirit creatures wanted to breed with the women of Earth, so they came down. And they had children with them who were giants because they were half spirit creatures, descendants,
the Nephilim, right?
Human. Yeah, the Nephilim. But while they were down there, they taught them the secrets of alchemy. Now, that's according to the book of Enoch, which was removed from the Bible.
Okay.
as a canonical record. But there's a book of Enoch that exists. It's been out, I don't know how many thousands of years, but and it talks about how that these spirit creatures also taught them alchemy and the sciences and like expanded human mind type of thing. And and that's where they received the Rosicrucian order. When this guy went to the Middle East, he learned those things while he was there, and then came back and created the secret society of Magi. Is sort of they're the magicians of the world. If you think of it in sort of that Skyrim, they recruit those types of people, and it makes sense when you start looking at the people that are part of this order. But this is their actual video one. So it's like any type of church, which I sort of view this more as a church than a cult. They sort of break off, and there's Catholics, and then there's Lutherans, and then there's Protestants. But this is one wing of the Rosicrucian order that's in America now, and this is their video. I'm going to screen share it for you guys here real quick, so everyone can see the Rosicrucian order. Let me see here. Share.
Was this during the Inquisition? When was the Inquisition?
Wasn't the Inquisition? I don't know. 14?
I'll look.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
All right, you guys can see that. All right.
Yep.
All right, we're going to. There we go. I like that view. Give me a sec.
1478 to 1834.
So during that time, then,
that
time, okay. That's why it probably had to be secret at the very beginning.
Well, when I was reading, the original acolytes were sworn to secrecy, and they were supposed to pretend to practice their country's religion to avoid persecution.
Interesting.
The simplest explanation of what the Rosicrucian order is that we're a philosophical and educational organization. And Rosicrucians are both men and women around
She left out like 4 of the things
that are related to natural laws, things that are just laws in the world that if we understand them better, we can live in harmony with them.
We certainly can trace our historical lineage back several hundred years, but then traditionally we also go back to, say, like the alchemists, the medieval mystics, back to the mystery schools of ancient Greece and Egypt. So this is called primordial tradition, sort of like the underground stream of human spirituality. And we are a modern manifestation of that and historically connected to it.
Say what now, Devin?
The dude who founded that thing lived to be 106.
It's very interesting.
So it's
Rosicrucian or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The Rosicrucian order can be traced back historically to the 1600s when 3 Rosicrucian manifestos were published anonymously in Europe. However, they were perpetuating much older traditions dating back to the mystery schools of ancient Egypt, the Essenes, the mysteries in Greece, such as the Delphic mysteries and Eleusis, Kabbalah, alchemy. So even though the
Kabbalah, that's Madonna. So she's also a part of the Gnostic.
Okay.
Rosicrucian
Cabal
tradition was announced in the early 1600s, it was perpetuating something much older.
Well, mysticism is the practice by which one has a direct connection to the divine, however you conceive the divine to be, without intervention of priest or king or anybody else. So it actually is connected to the ancient mystery schools, which is ultimately the source of the Rosicrucian.
I mean, this just sort of blew my mind that people believe this. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong to think this?
I was curious because I didn't know the definition of like alchemist or alchemy. Mm-hmm. Basically, these were chemists, basically. If you look up the definition of alchemy, it's the medieval forerunner of chemistry. So these are basically chemists that are being followed because they can turn with attempts to convert base metals into gold and find a universal elixir. So basically these people are I'm trying to understand though. They keep saying alchemy and alchemist and all this. So they're basically just following a bunch of scientists or chemists, excuse me.
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
Let's
That's
keep
what I
pressing.
thought it was.
It's more about like mysticism and being like, I wouldn't say anti-Christian, but like that from what I'm reading, they don't really believe in the virginity of the Mary, stuff like that.
It's let's finish. See what
I don't want to sidetrack. It's just I didn't know what the definition of it was, so I was trying to figure it out and put it together in my head.
I think it's the belief that the story about Moses splitting the Red Sea in two, right? And it was a day's walk from side to side where the split had happened. So there were scientists in Japan that found that in a small amounts of water, if you have a strong enough gravitational pull from a magnet, you can actually pull apart water.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like it's like you can use the earth elements to do many things that, you know what I'm saying? Like there's places in Wyoming where like, no matter how tall you are, there's some weird magnet pull there. So like you're always seeing eye to eye to the other person, just like weird phenomena that occur in nature that certain people were trained to use for their advantage or for control.
Is that in Bags? Was that in Bags, Wyoming?
No.
So you could see eye to eye to the sheep, or no?
There was nothing sinister going on in Bags, May.
No, they were hiding criminals already.
Yeah, just pack up them freaking Velcro. Just pack up your Velcro. It's not needed.
Rosticrucian.
Keep that shit in Tennessee.
A mystery, in the sense of mystery school, is not a whodunit. It's an occasion where one encounters the divine.
For me, mysticism means that one has a direct understanding, a communication, engagement with the divine or God or whatever term one uses for that great spirit.
The Rosicrucian studies, as well as things that come out of these traditions, really do provide a manual. You don't have to believe it. That's the beauty of it. Beliefs are relatively arbitrary, depending on what you've been exposed to, maybe what you believe. But you can test these things and you begin to see there is order to the human experience of life just as there is to the material aspect of life. And in presumably science, we will advance and be able to confirm some of the things that drive those things.
The Rosicrucian teachings present everything we're going to study in the first 15 months. And then over the years, we come back and explore all of those topics again from different angles. So there are some very helpful exercises right at the beginning of our lessons. And then maybe a few years later, we go back and approach those same topics and learn different lessons from the same topic.
Nothing from you guys? Just taking it in?
I feel like these people don't have anything to stand on.
It's just
I feel like they're just using a bunch of like verbal garbage to justify what they're saying. Nothing what they're saying is making sense to me.
I haven't like
they are
nailed down like what do they really believe
right now?
What do they really believe?
They don't believe anything. They just
what did Aleister Crowley
mysticism?
What was Aleister Crowley saying?
Mysticism and alchemy and blah blah blah, astrology and philosophy. Like, shut the fuck up and say what do you like?
I don't
Jesus
see
Jesus or was he a god? What do you believe?
Corey, you gotta connect this for me. Where is the? Maybe I'm jumping ahead. Where is the connection to Aleister Crowley? Because I am
they're anti-Catholic
completely
right
now.
And Crowley hated religion because of his mother. Remember, called him the beast.
What was the saying? His motto.
I don't remember.
Do as thou wilt.
Yes, that's right. Do whatever you want, because
that's what these guys believe.
But they don't believe anything. What do they really believe in though? Just
do that.
Their thoughts.
That's what they believe in.
So this originated.
Go that way.
This originated in Germany.
Well, according to the legend, it was just translated to modern day Western from Germany.
Okay,
I received it. What was his?
Middle East. Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you said it was before Egyptian times. You said.
Yeah, before Egyptian time. This is the
Okay.
belief that they learned alchemy or how to manipulate earth matter.
Probably
And
helped
almost
to
like-
build the pyramids then.
So if a
Yes.
guy, so
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if they had baking soda and vinegar, and I was like, I'm going to turn this into a gas. Watch this, and I mixed them together, would I be considered an alchemist?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the
Okay.
precursor to chemistry, man. Like,
Yeah, that's the study of alchemy. Is
you can make
basically
up some.
chemistry.
You can mix up some snake oil and say it's going to cure stuff, and you could be an alchemist.
Okay.
Or build pyramids.
They sound like a Joseph Smith to me. It's just before Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith.
You know?
Well, yeah, they have a similar sort of background story. The guy goes off into some faraway land, comes across
yeah.
all this stuff. The weird thing about this, though, is listen, I'm not getting into a debate whether the spiritual realm lives or not or anything like that. The weird thing about it is that it's a group that exists to this day, and there are powerful people in the media that are members of this, that built the media as we know it today.
Okay.
Got the whole thing up and running. And in other aspects of life. And that's what I find fascinating. Like, start doing some looking of people who were part of the Rosicrucian order, and that's more interesting to me, because these people that were powerful and believed these things, they had to have included it into their structure of building a society, because America was a free shot.
Do you just think people just want to join a gang? They just want to be in a secret society.
They want to feel a part of something because they're so alone
Yeah.
and individualized.
Like, hey, babe, I'm in this secret society. Read this manuscript. Let me know what you think. I can get you
I
in.
can see, it's like
I
that
feel like
meme
that-
where that guy's leaning against the wall. Hey, you want to hear about my truck?
How many people do you know are Masons?
I don't know any. And I think if I did, I'd want to be one just because I'm like, I want to see what happens back here.
Wait, all these people?
Read them off.
We have a lodge here in Fort
What?
Collins.
Read them off. Read off the
No
names.
way.
Where's it at?
So a list of famous Rosicrucians ranked by fame and popularity. It says so. It's a secret society based on ancient documents that were published in Germany. So starting from the top, you got George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Benjamin Franklin. Number 4, Walt Disney. 6, Isaac Newton. 7, Leonardo da Vinci. Who else here? There's Napoleon Bonaparte. Rene Descartes. Let me see if I can find someone a little more
Current?
Yeah, a little more current.
You look it up, man.
I don't know how to spell that.
Robert Armstrong,
Let me look it
Barack
up.
Obama,
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Charles Williams.
Was this the new Illuminati? They switched. They were like, no, we're Rosicrucians.
No, we've established that the Illuminati and the Freemasons were separate, and these guys are just as separate as those guys. It's just a different, they're the Magi group. They're the people that believe in, creating
Bill
magic.
Clinton, of course, Bill Clinton, and I'll bet. Oh no, he's not there. Oh, that's it. Next, I start rolling into Skull and Bones and Scroll and Key societies.
Mhm. Well, the Rosicrucian's older than that too.
Yeah.
All
John
these
Lindsay.
All these members are a part of the Rosicrucian order. Let me see here. Let me pull up my show notes. Pull it up here. Am I still screen sharing?
No.
No.
Okay.
I just
Dill
want to
probably-
belong, Dill says.
Let's see here.
I'm surprised he's up. He's pretty shit faced last night.
Let's
Don't talk about our viewers like that.
I know,
Jesus.
Carl, viewer. Jesus
God.
Christ. Yeah.
He just wants to belong. His 22nd stepdaddy was a part of this.
Okay.
Mom's busy.
Here's the part that I found to be the most interesting of it, right? Because I mean, first of all, when it comes to the Rosicrucians, their favorite number is 33 because they can. Let me see here. They're correct. They operate on the 33rd parallel, which is ritually very powerful. And Walt Disney has a very elite club within Disney World. And do you guys know what that's called?
Club 33.
I was going to say the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Club 33. I want to go there so bad.
That was for Project Monarch.
You can get in Club 33 if somebody cancels a reservation, but it's also super expensive.
Of course.
Well, you got to look at it when Walt Disney.
I saw that when I was doing that research on that.
Became more financially responsible to add it elsewhere. Also, just something I find very interesting is, and this is what made me go down this, finally sent me over the edge. The Georgia Guidestones.
Oh. Okay.
Now, we talked about over July 4th weekend, someone detonated an IED and blew it up.
Yep.
Right.
And then the government came over and just not the government, sorry.
Someone.
Yeah, someone came over and they bulldozed them all out.
Yeah, within 24 hours.
Yeah, just erased them from history.
And remember, there's a time capsule buried underneath there to be, looked
Did
up.
they remember that?
Well,
I'm sure.
This is what I'm thinking, guys. Do you remember the pseudonym to the man who came in 1979 to buy the plot of land?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Look it up.
Soon.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode. Gosh dang it.
Think about it. I don't know how I didn't know this first. I mean, like, I didn't make the link until this week.
How do I spell that?
So I got it here for you. So the name of the man who came was Robert C. Christian, declared to be a pseudonym. Or Rosicrucian, the same symbol, R.C. Christian.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
The pseudonym used was for the guy named after the founder of Rosticrucianism in 70 or whatever it was?
Yeah, like 16. It's pretty much 1600.
Yeah, 1600. So what does the Georgia Guidestones have to do with Gnostic Rosicrucianism?
Wow.
And why was it IED that was detonated? No FBI is called? No one comes and investigates it? No one looks at where the material was bought from?
Yeah, just knock it down.
Job.
Demo it. It's over. Yeah.
Immediately. Well, I think that the location sat there for what? How long did it sit there for? 40
years? 80s? Yeah.
40 years the structure. So if you're part of the Rosticrucian order, the location. So now you bury it. People forget that there's something buried 6 feet underneath of it, and you come back 150 years later and dig it up.
Did they dig it up though?
No, it was all immediately buried.
No, the
time capsule.
Yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's a little weird.
Well, they're calling it satanic that it was tore down.
That they tore it down? I don't know. It's just all. Listen, this is why.
So,
I mean, like, I know that, obviously there's cults like the one Aleister Crowley was in. That, even if nothing was happening, they were still sacrificing little boys and stuff. You know what I mean? So they're an order that's willing to do whatever they want to do.
Apparently, crews on Friday after the explosion dug 6 feet down underground until they hit compact red clay and no time capsule was found.
Bullshit.
Kabusa said the marker that mentioned the time capsule was placed on the site in 1982, which is 2 years after the Guidestones were placed on the site. There was a post going around Facebook on Friday from a satirical group claiming that the time capsule had been found again, but nothing has been found.
That's what I'm saying. I think that the marker's been placed. Everyone who needed to know where it was knows where it is.
So,
So what do you think's going to happen then?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about enough about these guys, or it's a very new cult to me, is what I'm trying to say. Like,
But if you had to just jump, what would you jump at? What's one thing that comes to your mind? Like just some random why you think? Because it doesn't make any sense. Because like you said, I mean,
well, there's a
not
belief
really
that
much
Ted
detail.
Turner built the Georgia Guidestones because he's from that area. And since the Georgia Guidestones are out in the middle of nowhere, not really they're backwoods type of area, and he grew up in that area, it makes sense if someone like him, who would have the funds to build something like that in the 80s, would do so. He is also very much into eugenics, which is, part of the Georgia Guidestones. But I don't know. I mean, there's belief that Steve Jobs is was a member of the Gnostic. This is what I found interesting. I've been flying my mind over these Disney films Walt Disney was in charge of. You know what I mean? And what's the common denominator? Because we know that the old God, give me a sec.
Ooh, I found a video of them blowing up.
We know that the give me a second. Keep talking here.
This does not look like somebody just set an IED there. It looks like something that was originally like maybe planted when the Guidestones were built, because there's actual security footage. You can see it. Oh shit. Where'd it go? It's nighttime. There's nothing going on there. And then all of a sudden, bam, a huge flash. And now there's stone and shit everywhere.
Yeah, but explosives have that kind of life, the shelf life like that?
I don't know. Let me see if I can.
You waterproof that shit. You're fine.
Yeah.
Let me see.
What do you remote detonate it from so far? Like
maybe. Let me see.
Was that popular back then?
When it comes to that kind of stuff, you're only limited by your imagination. That's what they told, like when I was in the Marines making bombs and stuff. They said you're only really limited by your imagination. All it takes is an explosion to make an explosion. You start off small and you just get bigger.
Can you guys see this or no? Okay, here we go. Right here's the video. You guys can see it?
No. You gotta. I think he's got to allow you to.
This guy says everybody can hear us.
I was reading about what they actually believe.
My neighbor locked themselves out.
I was trying to share this screen, Corey.
Like the cops are on to me. What's
we're here to investigate the matter of you vandalizing all the shitters in
here you go, Corey.
Beautiful little town of Paris.
You're gonna have
here's
to serve
the video.
some time.
Oh damn it! Here's the video of them blowing up here. Look, you don't see. It's just nighttime, and then wham.
What are we talking about? All of a sudden?
Well, why is it only 12 seconds? What happened to the seconds before and after?
Well, that's what Corey said. He said it was an IED, but it's nighttime.
Oh, that's the photo of it blowing up?
No, it's a video. You see that?
Lord. Yeah, it's an IED. Someone.
Yeah, but who? Why? Yeah, but who would have gone there? It's nighttime. You don't see anybody walk out there or nothing.
I thought they said they saw someone drive away. Like the footage.
To me, just from this 12-second video, I would be tempted to say that was placed there. What was that? That famous art picture. Let me stop this so we don't fuck up here. What was that famous art picture? The kid holding the balloon, and the maker of it put like a shredder in it, and when it went to auction, the painting fell down and got like halfway shredded. What if somebody did that to the Guidestones and put an explosive device underneath the Guidestones when it was built?
I mean, it would knock it over. I mean,
I think they did it. I think they blew it up.
You'd see more ground eruption, I think, that way, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. It would be. You'd have a crater.
Yeah.
It would knock them over because explosives are different. Like C4 is like a cutting explosive, where like TNT and ammonium phosphate is more of a pushing effect,
Yeah.
and that's why like. So if you use TNT, it's going to push shit out of the way, and it's going to go least resistance. Where C4 will cut through a wall, like so. If you actually that's why they use C4 for demolition, because they can precisely cut certain structures to make the building fall right. Where TNT will just blow that shit all over the place.
Okay.
I think they did it.
Yeah, I believe it.
So
I mean,
in
why would
1970,
you a little pressed?
You would have investigated otherwise, wouldn't you?
I'm just surprised there's cameras there. I didn't realize like it would be under surveillance.
Well, there's like CCTV everywhere these days.
what
That's
is?
true.
Call
So it looks like in to go back a little bit, in 1979, Robert C. Christian approached Elberton Granite Finish Company, and on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans, commissioned the structure. He explained that the stones would function as a compass, calendar, and clock, and should be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. Well, they didn't.
Couldn't handle some fireworks.
Nope. The man reportedly
80s.
used what is this? He used
That's the equivalent of a quarter stick
syndonium
of dynamite.
as a reference to the Christian religion.
I was reading about like what they believe because it's very vague in their explanation. They believe in Gnosticism and Hermeticism. So I was reading what Hermeticism is, and it pretty much I found it. They believe that they refer to God as the all, and they believe that pretty much all religions are in reference or philosophies are to the same being.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that the creator of the all created things pre-exist in God, and God is the nature of the cosmos. So thus God, the all, creates itself. Is kind of like what they believe.
Yeah.
Like it's all happening and you can channel into this.
Yes.
Through alchemy, through spiritualism, through black magic, whatever. It's the gist. I mean, I super paraphrased, but
That's Rosticrucianism. That's who Walt Disney
That's
and
what
his
it
father
is.
were a part of. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, dude. Like you're a part of something like that.
Oh, the whole secret society thing is very interesting. I
I
never got the chance to join one.
I got this belief system because you look at the fairy tales Walt Disney told, right? So it would have been Snow White, Pinocchio, Peter Pan. I forget the other one. Cinderella. What is the common denominator in those? Because in the original stories, they all end horribly, right? You know, like they're horrible endings. The kids die. Always something bad happens. But in the Disney movies, what is the common denominator that changes it from a horrible ending to a happy ending? It is always magic.
True.
It is magic. That's the difference. Cinderella, magic. Pinocchio, magic. Dumbo, magic. Snow White, magic is what brings about the happy ending.
Even the newer movies
love
like
magic.
Frozen, magic.
Dude, think how great your life was when you're like a little kid, and then you find out that Santa isn't real, and like all the magic in the world goes away. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's no magic anymore. You're the
Sorry,
belief
kids
that
that are
something
watching this.
so magical could be awesome, and it's not true. You know what I mean? It is kind of magic because your parents are doing that shit. Like sometimes I'm like, how the hell did they get the money under my pillow? Like how'd that happen?
Yep.
Like good job, Mom. Good job.
It's once you figure out the handwriting.
My favorite is when you forget. They're like, "Oh, the tooth fairy didn't come, man." I'm like, "Oh, just give him a minute. Maybe he's busy." You know?
Yep.
Like
I've done
fucking
that
distract
before.
him while the other
Yep.
one like books it to the room to freaking stuff the money in there. I'm like, just check later. You'll be fine. I'm like, "Hey, Kane, well, I was eating breakfast." I'm like,
Oh
"That's
my
weird.
God.
Weird." No,
Dill
he's got
says
paid.
love is magic. Is love magic, Chris?
Dill's in love right now, so everything.
Is he?
Oh yeah, you know Dill. He goes, oh, just walking around, floating around.
In love with Mary Jane.
But just think, if we could have all magical powers, that would be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to have magic powers.
It's like that's why Harry Potter was so popular. He's got magic.
Like, did you guys ever watch The
Wingardium
Magicians on
Leviosa.
Sci-Fi?
Yeah.
The only
Hey, was
spell
she part
everybody
of-
knows.
Who is the writer of Harry Potter?
J.R.
Did you see her news?
Rawlings.
Her thing in the news? Yeah, Rawlings.
I wonder if she's a member of the Gnostics.
Ooh. Oh. She does. The trans community isn't very happy with what she said lately, though.
If you have any idea on Gnostic Rosticrucian, you should call 605-868-8404. Leave a voicemail. Right? I'd like to hear someone that was a little more informed than us four talking about it. I think we covered it pretty good. You know, we know there's something weird there.
To me, it just seems like a bunch of outcasts that have gathered together. We believe in nothing.
Yeah, but they're more powerful than you'll ever be. You know what I mean?
Like
they're like politicians.
So that belief
own
in nothing is
media
built.
outlet.
It's like Joseph Smith. You know, he just was so determined. I'm sorry if you're Mormon.
Joseph
so
Smith
determined to start a religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he created
Mormonism is not that, and doesn't have near as many people.
I mean, they
involved in the
because the story's a little bit crazier. Like this Nazarene, like alien, told me all the secrets. Follow me. Only I can read the tablets, though.
You put your mind to
You see what I'm saying?
anything, and it can come true. It's all about willpower.
Is it called Rosa? What?
Rosticrucians. Rosticrucians. I think we should do an episode on Project Monarch next week, gentlemen.
Ooh.
Right? Huh? You know anything about Project Monarch?
I think I've heard about it, but I don't think I've actually ever did any research on it.
This is the last leg of the Walt Disney, right? So that's pretty much all considered under the Walt Disney part.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we got a call coming in from Dylan, it looks like. Are we going to take this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll take it. Okay, a second.
Awesome.
Hello. Got a nice little.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Dill, you're calling live on the Fan of Facts podcast. Welcome to the show, Dill.
Beautiful. Thanks for having me.
Comments on what we're talking about today?
You pretty much got nothing really. You seemed to cover everything, and I didn't know anything about it in the first place. So that's interesting. I wanted to read a little something. I wrote down something ages ago that had little to do with it, I think.
Well, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, check this out.
Okay.
Endless misery, life is a trudge, misguided by false gods, and subject to the rambling, drowning in opinion, gasping for just one fresh breath. Read when the dead rings on the air, traveling far and wide, despite the torment, a true man of grit will trudge on, either instilled on him by father, undriven to hand, or over the crown.
All right. I mean, he's just reciting poetry.
He's hung up on our only caller. Jesus.
What?
Nothing to do with Gnostic Rosticrucian. I think this guy's just promoting his own work here.
He's just getting fucking payback.
Good show, everyone. Next week, Project Monarch.
Yeah, I'm trying to find if J.K. Rowling is Rosicrucian or not.
I don't know if you would ever.
Because, like, if you look at Harry Potter, you're right. It's all alchemy.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, it's exactly that. If you know,
like it says, the Harry Potter magical Rosicrucian coincidence.
Oh, we're getting a phone call here.
He's like, you hung up on me.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send
Right. Must have lost connection there, Dill. I apologize.
I think we got it held together with duct tape and some rubber bands back there.
Yeah, it's it's a new operation out here for Fan and Facts. I think we're doing a great live show, gentlemen. Though
he is in South Dakota.
Oh yeah, had me fooled for sure. I don't know how much of that you got really, because I lost you.
Feel free to reread it again. It was beautiful.
We go halfway down your poem. We got that.
Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, I gotta find a different one. I'm not reading that again.
Well, that's okay.
The mad ramblings of the soul.
Okay.
Is this a haiku?
Part 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Between the lines,
All right.
math and truth, sheltered from discomfort.
Okay, we lost him.
Jesus.
I have horrible connection out here, Dill. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to try it next week. It's the show. So, all right, gentlemen. Yeah, leave a voicemail, call in. Phone number will be on the show notes of your podcast. Have a good evening, everyone.
Awesome.